Honor 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro. You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin? Watch Goodfellas Sports. Goodfellas Sports.
All right, man. So Cameron Duncan, who is the promoter of Jerron Ennis, said he sat down with Stephen Espinoza. I spoke on it a little bit on live on Friday night. If you didn't catch the live, you can catch it on YouTube. Just go to my live playlist, or you can catch it on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, the whole nine. Don't forget to, if you listen to the podcast, rate me on there. I appreciate that. So he basically said on BoxingScene.com that him and Espinoza had a talk about what's next for Jerron Ennis, and he got a list of names. He said that Ennis is basically going to get the IBF belt, and Errol Spence is going to cough it up and vacate the belt, and that they're going to be back in June. But, in the meantime, soon Jerron Ennis is going to be the IBF welterweight champion of the world. And he said that he said Spence don't want to make 47 no more, and that obviously he ain't trying to fight Jerron Ennis, and obviously Ennis don't bring much to the table. But he said that Errol Spence is gonna go up to 54 and stay there versus Keith Thurman, and he said that he gonna fight Jermell Charlo. So he's saying that if you read the article, it ain't clear that he's saying that's what he think gonna happen, or that's what he know is gonna happen, or is the combination of both. But we already know they was trying to line Errol Spence up for Canelo, but it don't look like Canelo biting on coming over to the PBC. So like he happy doing what he want to do. You see Tim Bradley say he just complacent and all this type of stuff, but it's hard not to be complacent when you getting paid a bunch of money to do nothing, or to do the bare minimum. And when nobody else is pushing you to be great, and that's the problem. Ain't nobody really pushing Canelo Alvarez for real. Ain't nobody a threat, and that don't mean you got to be around his division. That mean you just got to everybody fight once, twice a year. Canelo fighting a few times a year. Ain't nobody really pushing the envelope on Canelo. Ain't nobody really pushing up on Canelo to make it feel like he got to go get Benavidez, or he got to go get Charlos, or he got to go get better BF, or he got to do the rematch with Dimitri Bivol. Ain't nobody, applying pressure on him, because ain't nobody doing nothing but sitting around, and these guys ain't making fights, and everybody is tuning up. The sanctioned belt bodies are ain't forcing them, because the promoters fund, in my opinion, financially fund them. So ain't nobody pushing them. But yeah, it don't look like he messing with PBC. So now they don't want to make the Terrence Crawford fight. Don't get caught up in that. They ain't negotiating no Terrence Crawford fight, man. I told y'all that shit wouldn't happen in no time soon. So, or at all. Don't look like it. So then you turn around and say, then what's the next kind of, what's the next best thing that you can actually point at? And the thing I would say would be Charlo, and I told y'all Errol Spence, and like I said before, him saying that's what they gunning to make. I mean, Jermell Charlo talking about I can stay at 54 my whole career. These crop of fighters ain't ambitious no more. A lot of these dudes really ain't fighters though. It's a difference between being a boxer, being an athlete, being a hooper, and being a basketball player. It's a lot of all-stars who just basketball players. That like hooping, that's just, they do it. They like hoopers love hooping. They love it. Like they stay in the gym, they enjoy doing it. Like Kevin Durant is a hooper. He loved the game. His addiction. Not everybody addicted to the game. Even at the highest level, some of these guys they do it. You fall out of love with it. In boxing, you got some guys that just, they athletes trying to box that couldn't hack it at other sports. They don't have a fighter spirit. They don't have fighter's integrity. All, this shit about them ducking and the dudes that don't really want to compete and prove they the best. And ain't too many fighters around, bro. Canelo ain't no fighter, bro. Never was a fighter. He just somebody that can box and had a following, fought on free TV. Look, he's not a fighter. As a fighter, anytime somebody challenge your throne that's credible, you supposed to strap your nuts on and fight him. Errol Spence is not a fighter, bro. And they turning Jermell Charlo, and they trying to turn him from being a real fighter. If it was up to him, he'd have been strapped his nuts on and fought Terrence Crawford. And whoever. He's the type of dude, his brother ain't no fighter, though. You know? But then again, that's one of the best fights they got to offer. But the problem is, who's going to initiate or who's going to ignite the fire? And the media gonna ask him about, did Errol Spence actually knock you out of sparring? And, you know, will it be? And he said, despite Derrick James training both, that's where Cameron Duncan said that's where he think they going at it with. Going with it at. So who gonna really initiate the trash talk? Because Errol Spence really ain't no talker, and Jermell, he just more of a serious talker, like how Tony Harrison just talk shit and let it flow. That's what you're looking for, to bring that type of thing out. But, you know, and that's just to market it to the commercial fans. That's not a big commercial fight to fans outside of boxing. It can be. Two friends get in the ring, bad blood. It would have been even better if Errol Spence could have captured two undisputed champions. You know, used to train together, spar together, splitting the corner up. And they gonna get it on. And go back and forth. And usually friends in the history of boxing, I can't really speak on MMA, they make the best fights. It's the most competitive. This is why the Klitschko's, you know, mother didn't want them fighting each other. You know, you don't want to lose to your younger brother, your big brother. You want to prove a point. And that's why the Charlos and them, that's why they said they stopped sparring. It got to be a little bit too competitive. And sparring is practice. Because they really got in the ring together, that'd be some heat. But I wouldn't expect them to get in the ring together. Now, enough money on the table, they might have to do it. But Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, you know, Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo make the most sense. Like, if you think about it, he's not going to fight Terrence Crawford. He's not going to get Canelo Alvarez. What other fight is there for him to do? Triple G is dangerous because he can punch. He's bigger. And for Jermell Charlo, where's the other big fight? I can't fight Terrence Crawford. Danny Garcia probably not going to get in the ring with me. I move up and fight Lara, okay. I mean, it's a cool fight. We had a background. You know, we used to train together. He talked some shit, but he old. This might be the most lucrative fight that Jermell Charlo ever had. Unfortunately, he should have had plenty more. A Tony Harrison trilogy would have been lucrative. A Terrence Crawford fight would have been lucrative. You know what I'm saying? And you want to stay at 54, that's not somewhere you make a home at. That's just somewhere you pass through. And that's why a lot of them dudes on 54 don't get that respect, you know, on the pound for pound list of notoriety, because it's not a real division. It's a catchweight division. It's not a regional division. And, you know, him and Tony Harrison talking about they kind of want to make a home there. That ain't nowhere you sit there and stay at it and get credibility. It's a fake division. I keep telling people that. But it ain't too many other options for neither one of them. Ain't too many other options. Where the big fights gonna come? He gonna Lubin gone. For right now, he got to build himself back up again. You know, Castano and Spence got history, but he got to come back and win. So it ain't too many lucrative fights and big fights like that you can put Jermell Charlo back on pay-per-view with. And for Errol Spence, what he gonna do? You know, ain't nowhere. What you gonna do? I mean, who else you gonna make a big fight with? Nowhere. You listen to Al Heyman, and now you got all high risk, low reward type fights, other than Jermell Charlo. You know, Castano's high risk, low reward. Tim Tszyu probably high risk, low reward if he win. You know, Castano's, come on, that's no real credit. Israel Madamov and the other one, Basharab Masvidal, ain't nobody know who they is. You don't let Al finesse you and talk you out of, and let, you know, your ego talk you out of, getting them type of fights, bro. That motherfucker ain't gonna never be invited to Vegas and do no real numbers at all. Cause he let the best opponents pass him by. So now he got to fight Jermell Charlo, and that fight gonna be best suited to be in Texas. Vegas Vegas don't want neither one of them niggas there, bro. That ain't no Vegas type of fight in their mind. And not too many of the fights is Vegas. Vegas not gonna have no use for boxing. That's another great live streaming video somebody should do. You know, they about to build a baseball stadium, like the athletics is about to go there, so they're going to have all major sports. Hockey, basketball coming, football, women's basketball, baseball. They ain't going to have no use for boxing no more in Las Vegas. Boxing was their professional sport. Especially with the MMA still doing better events. Boxing gonna be on the back burner, bruh. All the monumental fights probably gonna have to, if any left, which they ain't doing them, they gonna have to go to New York City. And people talking about, well, Texas is so much bigger than all the bigger stadiums. Texas cannot do what major markets like New York City can do. It's the media mecca of the U.S. It's the media mecca. So it can't really touch. And Vegas is a fight town, so the amenities that they bring, you know what I'm saying, the resort fees that they bring, the extra taxes and the price they can run up on tickets, the closed circuit, you know what I'm saying, all that they make up for that. It's more money in Vegas. That's why they're able to bid and get the major fights. But with Errol and Jermell, that's just the best that they can do. Because Al made them pass up all them other fights. And Lord forbid one of them niggas lose, then you gonna have to start, man. I'm pretty sure they all start questioning. They've been questioning Al Heyman for a while. They've been questioning him. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.